I'm competing with some of the biggest brands in the world. We all know who they are. We all know they have some of the best players to sign with these other brands because they offer apparel or they offer shoes. You know, outside of that, if you want to talk about generational wealth, you got to go deep into the details.
And for that girl backstage, make it perfectly clear. Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Check the mic and make sure it sounds right.
Hey, Kyrie, first of all, welcome back. You talked about free agency with organizations and coming back to Dallas. You were also a free agent with Shoe Deal. Just talk about the process of joining Anta, not only as a player, but also as an executive and creative.
Thank you, man. It felt a little surreal this summer, being able to negotiate a shoe deal of the magnitude that I have, and alongside my all-leaving management team. They really emphasized me having creative control and being broadcasted to more of an international community, and having direction in that, and being able to come to the table and discuss that with the executives over there. There definitely is a language barrier. There are definitely things to be aware of politically, but also I think the importance for me was being able to put clothes on my family's back, putting clothes on my community's back, putting shoes on their feet, and being able to make a bigger impact with my platform after basketball. You know, I have less years playing than I do more years playing. I'm aware of that. But I think the fun part is being able to jump into that entrepreneurial lane and prepare myself for life after basketball my way. So this is just a step in that direction, that process, and it's been amazing to see the attention that it's getting. But my focus right now is just building the best team at Anta, making sure our designs and our technology match what we're saying, and making sure the production and distribution also matches what we're saying. So it's a new business here in America. I'm building something new here, and I'm competing with some of the biggest brands in the world. We all know who they are. We all know they have some of the best players and best athletes and best artists. But that's where I feel like my CCO role at Anta is key, because I can sign other artists, I can sign other athletes, I could basically sign my peers, and also negotiate favorable terms that I know the industry is not offering anybody else. So, and the big smile on my face is because of that. Reading contracts, understanding contracts, bringing in attorneys, bringing in the lawyers, it's all new process for me. So I had an amazing time learning throughout that, and where I made mistakes when I was 18, 19, signing contracts that I didn't read thoroughly. And, this is just a big stepping stone for me to teach at the same time, while I'm going through the process, because I don't want any of these young kids to feel like they have to sign with these other brands because they offer apparel or they offer shoes. Outside of that, if you want to talk about generational wealth, you got to go deep into the details. And that's what I did this summer, signing with Anta. So it was just bigger than just a shoe deal. That's why I had the hashtag. So literally just focused on establishing myself as a businessman and knowing I have an entrepreneurial lane outside of this game.
We appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for watching. Make sure you bang that subscribe button. This is One Buck Podcast.
Right? But there's people that will sit in that room, and like give off bitch ass attitudes, like real bitch like attitudes. Like, and I wonder sometimes, like, yo, what happened to all the men, yo? What happened to all the men? Like, what